in Athens, I would like to invite you to join me next weekend, next Saturday, the 12th of October, when we begin our course on Aristotle's Nicomachean ethics. I'm currently again in Athens for a seminar with students, a group of 11 students and myself. We've been reading a bit of Aristotle, Plato. Tonight we'll read Heraclitus. And yesterday we actually read the chapters on friendship in Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics. So this would be in book 8 and in book 9. And now I'm going to go over a few of the details of the course. You'll find the link to enroll in the description of this video. If you have any questions on the course, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. The link takes you to Teachable, which is the partner website that we use to host our courses. And it's also where you already find 8 recorded lectures on Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics, which I recorded here in Athens, some of them right here on this balcony, one of them in the Agora, the ancient Agora of Athens, and a couple of them at Aristotle's Lyceum. So I would like to invite you to join the course next weekend. The time to enroll is now. That gives you an entire week to start preparing. The way in which we will begin this time is with a live lecture that I will give during the first seminar, where I will introduce some of the most important Aristotelian words or concepts, if you like, such as, of course, what we're talking about here, eudaimonia or eudaimonia, arete, which is usually translated as virtue, dynamis in energeia, dynamis in energeia, where we have the Latin translations as potentiality and actuality. We will discuss aion, so what is causality for Aristotle. We will discuss what kataphysin means according to nature, so that we get a good grounding and understanding of Aristotelian concepts from the beginning. I'll give the traditional classical translations, but then I'll also provide you with new translations that might be helpful throughout, I think should be very helpful actually, throughout the rest of the course. So if you want to join, the link to enroll is in the description of this video. And I think also what's very important, if you look at book 9 in the Nicomachean Ethics, I just need to get the text out here, 1170 and 1170a to be more precise, 70ab, you find, or rather 1170b, you find that what it means to be human, really, is that we have the dynamis, the potentiality to think. But for Aristotle, actuality, which is to say the enactment, the actualization of that potentiality, of that dynamis, of that capacity, is what stands higher than just the potentiality. So we must enact thinking, and hence the highest friendship for Aristotle is genuinely the philosophical friendship, where we are to go to the Greek, where we think together and reason together. So with this, I would like to invite you to the course where we shall reason together, argue together, think together, discuss together as beings who are zoon politikon. We are a political being, but we are also the being, the zoon, the living being that holds itself in logos, zoon, logon echon, and the verb echein, which means to have, to hold, and to be, is also the root for the noun scolae. And scolae is usually translated as leisure. And Aristotle, it's fair to say that in Aristotle, very often what he means by scolae is quite similar to how we think of leisure today also. But there's also a different way of approaching that word, at least in some contexts of the text, as we shall see in the final lecture, where we see that scolaire is the ground, the ground of sufficiency, the ground of enoughness that grounds the polis. It is on that very ground that the polis can found itself, that we can ground ourselves, and hence, so for example, if you look at Joseph Pieper's book Muße und Kult, which in English bears the title Leisure, the Basis of Culture. Why do we think of leisure as the basis of Occidental culture or Western civilization? Is precisely coming here from Plato, but also from, of course, Aristotle. So we shall be addressing this also, and of course we'll also be looking at virtue ethics more broadly, what it means today. So if you have an interest in virtue ethics in general, an ethical question, philosophy of ethics, morality, etc., then those will all be, you should bring up your questions during the seminars and we can discuss them then. So what will happen is there are in total 8 lectures already uploaded. There will be 9 lectures because I'm giving an additional lecture during the first seminar. Then I will introduce the topic again for each seminar in the beginning. So there will be additional lectures, brief lectures, maybe 15 to 20, maybe 30 minutes each, depending on the topic. And we'll then send you off into a breakout session where you and a small group of maybe 3 or 4 people, you'll be able to discuss the question for the week and also what you made of the reading, after which we'll bring you back into the main session where we'll have another hour or so together where you can ask questions and raise your concerns, or maybe we think something through together, so that in the end you'll be able to present your own work. This could be either we would consider perhaps an academic talk, or could be a poem, could be a short story, could be an essay of any sort, whatever, whichever way you feel inspired by this text. So that's the so-called, seminar tier of philosophical fellowship. If you want to take seminars, those begin next week. If you would rather do this on your own time, and maybe it's difficult for you because of the time zone, then enroll in the self-study tier. That's the first tier on Teachable. The link to enroll is in the description of this video. And if you'd like to take additional private tutorials with me, then please just enroll in the highest tier, Philosophical Dialogue. There will be additional 5 sessions with me. So we will meet over Zoom, and we record the seminars. So everyone who's in the seminar will have access to the seminar recordings afterwards, so that you can go back and listen back to what was discussed. And maybe if you can't make it to one of the seminars, then you should be able to just listen back in and then come to the next session knowing where the group was the week before. So if you have questions, because a few people online, just let me know. I'm trying to find the live chat here. I'm on my phone right now. Well, I think I should be able to see the live chat. If there are questions specifically on the course, just let me know. Let me just reiterate again that we begin the live seminars next weekend. If you enroll now, you have access to the recorded lectures. I record the lectures right here on this balcony, some of them in the Agora, some of them in Aristotle's Lyceum, in the spirit of peripatos, walking around and reading off my scripts. So, if you know anyone also who is interested in Aristotle and ethics, in philosophy of morality, or in Greek philosophy more broadly speaking, feel free to let them know about this course as well. Just forward them this video. That would also be greatly appreciated. So yeah, I now here with the Parthenon and the Temple of Nike behind me. Would like to invite you again to join the course. Link to enroll is in the description. I hope to see you next week. Thank you very much indeed. Goodbye.